So, the same shaman that told me about told me the story of the first shaman, also told me something very interesting. He said that when those men came and slaughtered that tribe that I was a shaman of, they went and they took a lot of the plant medicine that the tribe was using and actually brought it back to where they're from. And back then there was alchemists that used this plant medicine and these plants to later develop what you call modern medicine. So there was a big difference though between even the alchemist and modern medicine. The alchemist knew about the spirit world, knew and understood more of those esoteric concepts than modern medicine does. And the plant spirit, which they never found the that tree. They looked for it. There was like there's legends of it, but they never found it. It became hidden from their eyes. But a lot of the plants around them that were used medicinally, what they did was take these plants and bring them back, and eventually through time, we're using them at first, but eventually through time they developed a pill version of them. That's the pharmaceutical. They developed pill versions of those same plant medicines. And the interesting thing that the shaman said to me was that the big difference between the plant medicine and the pill version is the lack of a spirit. Because every plant that we consume, whether it be for food or for medicine, has a spirit inside of it. That spirit goes along with the plant itself and provides that healing for the person who's taking it. Now, the problem with modern medicine and pharmaceuticals is that those scientists and the lab people, they've taken the plant medicine and said, hey, we can develop a pill version of it, right, in the laboratory that can then do the same thing as a plant, but it can be consumed as a pill, and we can make a profit on it. Now, remember, if you listen to the story, there was no payment involved in plant medicine. There never is. It's coming out of Mother Earth. You have a spirit that guides you to use it, and then you use it. At the same time, you take care of the planet. That's you take care of your house, you take care of your car, you take care of anything that you're using. It's allowing you to sit in it and be in it for a while. So, the problem with these pill versions of the plant medicine is that they don't contain a spirit. Now, the spirit goes along with the actual chemical component within the plant medicine to allow the body to adjust to it and then heal the body from whatever it needs. No side effects. I've never really heard of any the side effects. Dry mouth or stuff like stuff that is just okay. We know that the smoke some of this, you get some dry mouth. But then this is a gift from God, and your pill isn't. So this doesn't have any side effects. I know people say, oh, there's side effects, there's memory loss, and this teaches you how to meditate. It's not memory loss, it focuses you on the now. It says that everything you're trying to remember or you're worrying about, those things are an illusion. The only thing that's real is right now. That's what this does. And the scientists say, no, it just it fries the cells of the brain and the brain cells, and it's doesn't. Brain cells regenerate all the time. It's what you do that stops them from regenerating. So the plant medicine has a spirit and there's no side effects. Now look at the perversion of everything they create. Everything that they create in the laboratory has a side effect. Some mild, but some very bad, and some that they don't even know about until it's out there and used by the general public. Now, interestingly, the shaman said that side effect, those side effects from those pills, they're directly caused by a curse given from the spirit world to the scientists that took these plants and made a pill version and then made a profit on them. Something completely against what those plants were about. Then created a curse, which has side effects for every medication that pharmaceutical companies make, because they are no more knowledgeable about the true essence of these plants and this medicine as any other, I guess, Europeans that came in and slaughtered natives for their land, for their gold, and for the plant medicine. And while they believe themselves to be knowledgeable, they're not. They might know the chemical component of it, but they don't understand and believe in the spiritual aspect of that medicine and how it was created for a purpose. Human beings have a symbiotic relationship with plants, meaning that we provide them something, they provide us something. That symbiotic relationship cannot be altered or changed by a group of men that decide that, we can make a better version of it and make a lot of money at the same time. That goes against the principle of that plant medicine being free, because it's coming from Mother Earth, and you're guided to it by the spirit world to heal. Completely contradictory of what this planet, Mother Earth, and I'm assuming the Creator or God, whatever you want to call he, she, or it, wanted to provide for it, he, she, or its children, or whatever you want to call us, you, as being raised number. So the whole fact of them being side effects on eating these medications, again, is a direct curse put upon the plant kingdom and the spirits that so now when I talk about spirits, I learned something very interesting, especially when I was living in a house in Neptune. There was a plant in the backyard, a crepe myrtle, that I got very close to and communicated with daily. And when I brought it in, it was beat up. It didn't really look. Somebody gave it to us and didn't know it was going to make it, and then it was. And now I actually stopped over the other day, and it looks really good. So that crepe myrtle told me a lot of interesting things. It told me that when I say spirit in the plant, it's not directly a plant or a tree that has a spirit inside of it. The tree provides a means of communication to the spirit world. So when you communicate into a tree, you're not really communicating to that body there. You're communicating to a spirit in another dimension that's working through that same. That's because trees like this, trees and plants in general, are interdimensional, meaning they exist in multiple dimensions. as we do as well, but we don't understand that, and we don't tap into. I do, but we don't tap into that part of yourself, because every reincarnated life is nothing more than an interdimensional self. So if you can get to tap into your multidimensional self, okay? Your multidimensional self, you can tap into what you're doing is you're tapping into each one of your past lives, which is what I've done many times. So the whole purpose of understanding these concepts is understanding that the tree, when you talk to it, you're not talking to the tree, you're talking to a spiritual being, or an interdimensional being from another dimension that is willing to help you. You understand that concept, and then you can work with that entity to help you. In the story of the first shaman, that spirit wasn't inside the plant. That plant or tree was a means to communicate to another dimension, allowing that spirit or interdimensional being in that higher dimension. How do I know this? Because I'm from Honduras, and that's what we do. That's part of our purpose, to help other dimensional beings ascend. So that's the main reason, again, that you have side effects, because there is nothing on this planet that will bless anything that you take of it and then make a profit on it and sell it off to your fellow human beings, your brothers and sisters. Nothing on this planet that is organic will approve of that. And if you take it and do it, then what you're doing is you're bringing in that curse onto, I don't want to see humanity, because it's not a curse on humanity, because the tribal cultures didn't have this problem. Only our modern medicine has it. Your modern medicine has this problem. Only your modern medicine allows for not really acknowledging the fact that there are spirits and there are interdimensional beings that want to help, yet don't want you to take that help and make a profit from it. Once they understand that, then maybe they can start communicating with these beings. Until then, there is no communication. There's only a curse. Namaste.